Guys, good morning. Welcome to the Professor Dor Show. Here is around midday this Monday morning, Nairobi, the capital city of Kenya. Hope your day was okay. And welcome to my show, the Professor Dor Show. So today I want to talk about cults of doom. What are cults of doom? These are so-called organizations or groups which masquerade like religious entities. But basically, they're just organizations whereby you have one leader who presents himself like a messiah and hoodwinks, brainwashes his followers to sell everything and totally be under his control. Whatever he tells him, they do. It's like in the United States in the 90s, they had someone called Koresh who led to the deaths of hundreds of people when they locked themselves in a house. And then when the FBI came to arrest him, his followers started fighting the FBI, and then there was a firefight, and then the whole building just went up in flames. According to the investigation, they say is the one who planted bombs around that place. That is the 90s. But today in Kenya, there's an interesting story in our local dailies. I just want to show our local dailies. Just watch. So here, Cult of Death. I don't know if you can watch well. I'm new at this thing. Cult of Death. I hope you can see. I hope you can see. Massacre as 39 bodies exhumed from mass graves. This is in our local daily, The Nation newspaper. Let me put it up. Something like that. Isn't it? So that is the Nation newspaper, the Cult of Death. So you find that this is a group. It was in Malindi somewhere. This person started a church 10 years ago, recruited many young people, even older people. Then they started staying in that church. You'd force them to sell all their belongings, properties, and then they come and just live in that church with him praying and all that. So one day he wakes up, tells them, we are going to see Jesus. So to see Jesus, you have to die, isn't it? That's what he was telling them. So he told them to start fasting, going without food. In fact, they were starving. It's not even fasting, it's called starving. So they were starving to death and dying, and he buries them. So that's why I'm talking about cults of doom. So if you're a young man and you're listening to me, or a young person, let me say a young man, young person listening to me, and you have problems, you have pressures in life, talk to someone. Talk to your parent, your mother, your friends, religious leader, or anyone who's willing to help you. People are joining these cults because of unemployment, because of mental health, because they need somewhere to belong. So once they join these cults, they lose their identity. They start doing what that cult leader tells them, doing all kinds of funny things. Like these people, they were starving themselves to death. So it's just a mass grave everywhere. So this is the biggest problem now in Africa, where you have some people taking advantage of other people's weaknesses or bad or suffering. So when you don't have a job and you're a young man, taking care of yourself or family is a problem. So you join these cults, and one thing leads to the other. So this is very wrong. So if you are listening to me and a young person, don't join cults. Seek help from someone who can help you. Yes, the economy is bad, but there are some things you can do. You can do with your skill. You can come up with something. You can even volunteer somewhere. You can do skills training. You get someone who knows a certain skill. and puts you under the umbrella. Let's say a plumber, a painter, a metal worker, and then you work under them even for free initially. You gain the skills, and then you'll be starting earning your money instead of joining a cult, which is just a criminal organization masquerading as a religious entity, which is very wrong. Now, these are some of the problems here in Africa. I hope we can overcome them. So thanks for listening to me, and I just want to say kwaheri ya kuonana. Thank you.